My name is Olinka. I'm here in Dallas, Texas, in the Highland Hills community area, and I'm here today to talk about lane plating, which is a Superfund site. It's located at 5322 Bonneville Road, Dallas, Texas 75241, in the Highland Hills neighborhood of South Dallas. What is going on? The main issue that I'm talking about is pollution and environmental damages caused by lane plating, a former electroplating facility which operated in Highland Hills for over 50 years. The facility is located near a high school, now being reopened as the Barack Obama Leadership Academy. Several parks, several neighborhoods, and apartment complexes in Paul Quinn College. The facility primarily conducted chromium and cadmium plating, but also did additional processing as chromate dips, copper plating, aluminum plating, and nickel plating. The faculty closed in 2015 as a result of bankruptcy due to numerous violations investigations by the EPA, TCEQ, and OSHA. As early as 1997, the EPA warned the facility about concerns with improper disposal storage of their waste, which was believed at that time to have caused extensive contamination of the soil and surface water. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality referred the issue to the EPA as a possible Superfund site. An evaluation began in 2016, and it has officially been added to the national priority list in early 2018. Now, what we have found out is that the chemicals that's in this plant as we move forward is lane plating. The toxic chemicals that have been found in this community, in this area, are mercury, which causes high levels of neurological and behavioral disorders. Symptoms include tremors, insomnia, memory loss, neuromuscular effects, headaches, and cognitive and motor dysfunction. High levels of exposure can cause damage to the liver. Cadmium and ingestion of high levels can severely irritate the stomach, lead to vomiting and diarrhea. Long-term effects can cause kidney failure, fragile bones, and cadmium is also a likely cause of cancer. Chromium. Ingestion can cause irritation and ulcers of the stomach and small intestines, as well as anemia. Exposure can cause damage to male reproductive systems. Skin contact can cause ulcers or allergic reactions. Chromium is a known cause of cancer. Magnesium. Exposure to high levels can cause damage to the nervous system, including behavior changes, causing movements to become slow and become clumsy. Some reproductive effects have been observed in animals with high oral doses. High levels of exposure to children can affect brain development, including the ability to learn and remember. Now, the men that were working in this factory, we cannot find any history on these gentlemen that worked in the factory. So imagine working in this factory for 50 years, and every day you come in and you're dealing with these deadly chemicals with no PPE, no personal protection equipment. And the things that I've just read out to you, there is no history, medical history of these gentlemen, so we don't know what happened to these people that worked in this facility. But we do know that when OSHA came in, after it went bankrupt, they found buckets and barrels and bottles full of all of these toxic chemicals just laying around. Also, the barrels were old and rusted, and they leaked into the ground. And now we're going to do a walkie tour. And I'm going to point out some of the areas that the EPA designated as samples exceeding the high human health residential screening levels of chemicals. So we're going to go right now. We're going to go to area DSB1, and this is a grid that the EPA put out. If you see the red dots are areas that are highly toxic. The green dots are the ones that are below human levels of toxicity. So we're walking to right now is DSB1. Now, this area right here, as you can see, people walk this way to the bus stop. And so where we're walking right now is area DSB1, which is right about here. So Alex, can you pan toward the, so this area here has been deemed highly toxic by the red dot on this grid called DSB1. Now, if you turn around, Alex, you can see in the further distance up while the bus stop is at, that is an area known as A15. So, but people actually walk up here to get to the bus stop. So, as we're going forward, we're going to show you a sign that we, the community in the Highland Hills Community Action Center, we committee, after we went to Washington, D.C., we had to actually get the EPA to come out and put these signs up so people would know that this is a Superfund site. We had to get them to come up and put up barbed wire. We also had them to come out and do testing. Now, due to Donald Trump in 2018, early, he cut all funding. So the testing that was supposed to be done, it was stopped. But recently they started testing again. And when they tested, they found out that the levels of toxicity was further than what they thought it was. So what we're going to do now is we're going to walk down to an area where there's a well. And as you can see, this is a highly trafficked area. People driving here. There's a residence across the street. And as you can get in a little bit more, you can see the old facility. The doors are finally closed up. But for many years, if we can get a little bit closer, those doors were open. And the chemical waste goes all the way back behind those grove of trees. And we're going to walk over a little bit more, and I'm going to show you this gigantic well that has 4 chains on it. Earlier this year, they had the van, they had the trucks out here. They had equipment out here because they were testing. There's a well back there, those grove of trees that has 4 chains on it. From what I understand about the EPA, that is highly toxic because they poured a lot of chemicals off in that well. Now this area right here is also, when we go outside this fence line over here, this area is known as E1 and E2. As you can see, it's in close proximity to this well, but you can also see that they double fenced this over here. It wasn't like this before. So, as you can see, it went out even further because the chemical waste even came this far. And when they did the testing before, they did not know that it came out this far. So that's how far that chemical poison is going on. So, in the aftermath of this, because we got involved with the community with the Highland Hills Community Action Group, a CAG was developed, which is called a Community Advisory Group, and that's a group of people in the community that come together to discuss what's going to happen with this process. So right now, they're in deliberation of moving to this next step of what's going to happen to this community. I don't know, but I do know that because I brought awareness to this, this is what's happening right now. So I just wanted people to know that these Superfund sites in your community, they're all around you, and you as community activists, you have a say-so to get these things cleaned up. So my name is Olinka Green, and like I said, Due to my activism in the community, the EPA had to get on their grind. There's a community advisory group. The city is aware, the newspaper is aware, the city council is aware, and hopefully now you know that you as a community can fight and save your community as I did with Lane Clady. Thank you so much.